Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all 3 stocks to keep in your watch list for this week. I'm also going to be doing an update on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video, along with sharing with y'all some of the trades that I took last week. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq. And so far, the market is giving us small little candles. It's giving us dojis. Set an alert right below this level right here. You do create signal and right below 19,740. If it rings, right, then that means that the momentum is truly shifting. But as of right now, with the way it's looking, it looks like the bears want to take control of this, but it's just not sure. It could give us more small candles like this before potentially even squeezing again, right? So I would just say be patient, have an alert like I have, and watch things day by day, trade things day by day. I mean, all right. So let's check out the SPY. The SPY actually looks kind of worse because the candles are even smaller on the futures. All right. Now let's look at the VIX, and the VIX finally retested that level of support at 12. I don't know how long it's going to chill in that little region before ringing this alert above 13 bucks again. Like I said, be very patient. The market will tell us which way it wants to go, and most importantly, when. All right, now let's check out the first stock to keep on you guys' watch list. That one is Caterpillar. All right, now I want to share Caterpillar with y'all because there may be another rotation happening. There may be more money coming out of the Nasdaq and going into the Dow, especially tomorrow. All right, but Caterpillar, first one that I want to share, is down from the all-time highs of 382. That's the first reason. The next reason has been chilling at the lows of 325 for quite some time now, and it looks like it wants to curl. The third reason, we're gonna zoom into the chart. We're going to zoom into the 5-minute, right? And if you look on here, there is a structure that formed intraday right there. There's a bullish pennant on the charts that broke out right there in the last closing minutes of trading hours. Watch this one for a run all the way up to 342 tomorrow morning, midday. All right, should be simple enough. The structure's there. I don't have a reason to believe that it's fake unless it drops below 331. Then I would be hesitant on whether it could actually make it up here. All right, I don't think it's going to drop that low. If you look on the left, the futures are up a little bit, which is a good sign. All right, it's a good sign. So we may see a rapid pop out the gates on Caterpillar. So that's the first one. The next one that I want to share with you guys is for a very basic reason, very simple reason. And that one is HD. All right, now I want to share HD with y'all because it looks like it wants to recover. The first time I took a trade on there, I shared it with you guys in the last few videos. I shared with you guys the trade that I took from here, 335 all the way to 350. All right, and right now it looks like it's presenting another opportunity on it again. Oh, that's now that I'm looking at it on the 10-minute, I see 2 reasons to be bullish on it. First reason, ascending triangle on the chart. Second reason, I mean, this is the ascending triangle if you can't see it right there. All right, and usually with this, I expect a similar result to what happened previously, like I just showed you on the same stock. All right, so I have my alert at 350. It could even go higher to 355 because I've just noticed the ascending triangle. What I was intending to share with y'all is the second reason, which is what I actually saw in real time. This bullish pennant right there. All right, this is what I saw in real time. And there is the breakout in the last like 6 minutes. All right, so watch it for a move up to, yeah, minimum 350, maximum 355. Yeah. All right, now that's the second stock. The third stock that I want to share with y'all, is Bank of America. It's not my favorite, but it's Bank of America, and it's also for the same exact reason. I know. All right, so this is kind of like the reason why I think money is going to flow into the Dow. It may come from the Nasdaq. All right, but there is a bullish pennant also on there. 3 choices, 3 breakouts. Best case scenario, they all run and everybody is happy and makes money because the structure is there, right? And none of them misbehaves. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, 2 out of 3 of them don't play out, right? And only 1 of them actually play out. I say Bank of America is not my favorite, despite the fact that it's looking pretty nice after hours, right? It's because it doesn't have the most upside compared to Caterpillar and HT, because those 2 are like oversold and they've been trying to make a push higher for weeks. This one has been playing games at the top, right? And the candles over here preceding the move are kind of small, right? So it's not really my favorites. But it could be the most surprising. All right, if it behaves well and behaves the way it should run up to 41.50 tomorrow. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of these 3 stocks. Now let me share with y'all some of the stocks that I've an update on MU, because I shared MU with y'all, I believe, on Wednesday night to watch it for a big move down. All right, I ended up taking a day trade on there for a very simple reason. This is MU, and initially in the video I told you I set an alert at 127, but as time goes on, the line of support shifts upwards. All right, that's why it wasn't horizontal. The line of support became much more like diagonal. And if you zoom in, actually I can't zoom in, we're gonna go back to ThinkorSwim. Like if you zoom in clearly right here, there is a bearish pennant that broke down, which is the reason why I took my short position with puts right here. All right, I gave a price target. Let's go back to the Discord. So I give a price target of 130 with the stop loss of being like right above my entry at 135. And I held for about an hour and 6 minutes, and I sold it when it reached, I sold my puts when the price reached 132.50. So a $2.50 drop. Not terrible. All right, should I have held a little longer? Yes. The people in the Discord held longer. You can definitely bet on that. All right, I'm sure a lot of people did a lot better than me on this trade. So, but the concept was there. Hopefully y'all got paid like we got paid and everybody's happy. Right now, is it going to go lower later? Depends on if we actually see that rotation between the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq, because right now the bears are in control of this one, especially after they didn't do too hot on earnings day. All right, now what happened after this day trade that I took on MU? Let's look at it. Let's just scroll down. So first there's this trade. All right, and then the next thing is I wait until the last 4 minutes of the market hours on Thursday the 27th, and I see this beauty right here, an ascending triangle on the chart that broke out on IWM, that broke out and closed really strong. All right, so I saw this thing and I had to take calls on it. I bought calls on this one with the price target of being 204 $8 with the sole purpose of doubling my money if it was to get at 204 or higher, right? And the next day, this is what happened on Friday. On Friday, IWM actually jumped overnight by $2 and opened up exactly at 204. And I ended up selling half at 831, right? And then the other half, I waited patiently until it peaked and started to roll over right here. So it peaked at 204.50. And I was able to double my money on that specific trade overnight, all right? So I saw literally 7 minutes after, let's look at it. 7 minutes after the market opened, so 1 minute right here. So I sold the other half right here, all right? Right after it peaked, right? Now the next one, the next trade that I'm about to share with y'all, kind of pissed me off because I took it with the intent of doubling my money again. But unfortunately, it played games, which I didn't like. So we're going to look at this loss. So after I took my money off IWM in the morning, I found Apple. I found a bearish pennant on Apple. It was looking so good. I took it at the perfect time, the perfect entry on the breakdown, right when it got below 214.15 cents. I bought puts on there at 1.38 with the intent of selling it at $280 per contract when it was to get to like 211. All right. Unfortunately for me, the stock was playing horrendous games. Like an hour afterwards, it wasn't really tanking like I wanted it to. It wasn't dropping. Like usually when a stock looks this good, it's just a nice steady drop. Let's check out, let's go on here and let's look at Apple. And this is kind of painful because ultimately I ended up being right, but just the behavior of it, the way it behaved was just terrible, right? So we have the bearish pennant right there, and hopefully this serves as a lesson to a lot of y'all who are learning to trade or who just simply like my methods and want to learn it. So I get in right here and I want this drop to happen right there, and I don't get it, and I have to take a 3% loss right there when it creeps back above 213 and 90. I have to take a 3% loss on there. The contracts went from 138 back down to 134 and I ditched them. All right, over here those contracts were down by like 15%. Again, I follow specific rules. I know how beautiful structures are supposed to behave, right? And if the alert that I have at the top right here, if that rings, because when it goes down like this, right, I slowly move it down, especially when I'm trading a specific time frame like this one. Like I slowly move it down, and if it rings, I'm selling. I don't think twice, and I'm definitely not holding through this pain right here. All right. So unfortunately for me, I missed out on doubling my money because those contracts actually doubled at the close, right? And again, some people in the Discord probably did a lot better than me on this one because I'm kind of a stickler to my trading rules, especially with risk management, all right? But again, I'm not perfect, right? I was right about what was going to happen. Even when we go back to, let's look at this thing. Even when we go back to the initial call out, that little green circle was right at the close. So a lot of y'all could be probably asking, why didn't you hold until the close since you had a little circle right at the close? Again, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I wouldn't call this a mistake. I'm just trading by my rules, all right? Should I have chased at the close? Maybe, all right? Maybe I should have, but after something like this happens, I'm already too pissed off to even care, all right? So, but That's what happened with Apple. And could it go lower next week? Again, that depends on if I'm right about the rotation of money from the Nasdaq into the Dow Jones. So that's pretty much all that happened last week. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. Right, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, including the details of the contracts that I buy, and most importantly, the reason why I take the trades that I take to begin with. That way you get to learn along the way. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Goodman, at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.